Week 9 is all about Royal Arches, a climb that we did in Yosemite on the Saturday that week. Royal Arches is a 16-pitch wall in the valley that is about 2,000 feet tall. So the day started at 4 a.m. when we woke up and we left camp around 4:30 so that we could get to the valley. Parked in the parking lot of the Wani Hotel. We got geared up and then did the short approach to the base of the climb. Anyone else hungry? Let's get some hash browns.
Go back to the lodge and get burrito. Told you we should have got a burrito.
We got to the base of the climb around 6 a.m. And started climbing. Adam led the first pitch, which is kind of a chimney route. It's about 100 feet up a chimney, and then there's a chalk stone that's like wedged in there.
Go.
I guess Adam, you're leading this first pitch. You got all the gear, is what I'm saying. Oh, it feels so funny. Yeah, I'm like, look at the tiny thing.
I guess, yeah. Don't fall and hit the ledge and bounce off. What was in my mind, what Nate was saying, is that wasn't going to help me much. I was just going to hit the ledge. Should have thrown an extension on that bad boy. To get out of there. Anchored, off play.
I followed Adam up, and then we had to haul up our bags because we couldn't climb the chimney with them. So all in all, we had about 11 liters of water, which is like a lot of weight. So if you picture like a 2-liter bottle of soda, it's like 5.5 of those. As I was pulling the bags up, Anna kind of climbed up behind us and guided the bags with her hands so that they wouldn't get stuck in the chimney.
Good job. Much more fun than the last time.
Oh yeah. Pitch 1. We packed up our second rope and did pitch 2, which is kind of a third-class scramble up about another 120 feet or so. For pitches 3 and 4, we kind of just we traded leads. We also started using one rope, 70-meter rope, and we would have the leader tie into one end, and then the second climber tie into the middle with an alpine butterfly. The third climber ties into the other end. This made it a lot faster and a lot more efficient instead of having 2 ropes and pulling up all of the rope all the time.
The track behind you?
You are
Yeah,
being guided. Smells like what?
Smells like poop.
Bear poop?
Hope so.
Humans. Pitch 5 is about 130 feet of finger crack climbing, which Adam led. I thought this was like the hardest pitch of them all. Nice. You got it. Crying.
It was like, stop eating the sand.
Tiny camera. So tiny. This is about when the sun came out and it started getting pretty hot. When there's no shade or anything and you're just in the sun. It's about 92 degrees, so not horrible, but still pretty hot. I remember being up there though and looking down here and thinking it was huge.
Yeah, it looked
Right?
much
I got here and I was like, is this it? point, we found kind of a shady ledge under a tree and made lunch, which was probably the best peanut butter and jelly I've ever had.
What's going on here? We got some sandwiches in this. Oh, he's going to town. And our chef coming by. Home.
We traded leads for pitches 6 and 7, and then got up to pitch 8, which is kind of an off-width section. And then after the off-width, you get up to these flakes. Honestly, it's easy climbing.
Curious. For curious.
Not even at all. I feel so solid.
Oh, okay.
It just took a second to be okay with that. At pitch 9, there's a pendulum swing. So Adam climbed up it, and this is the one pitch of aid climbing, which is when you use something else to progress up the wall and not just your hands and feet. So you climb up and clip into this fixed rope that's up there, and then you swing across so you can get to the next section.
This would be cool. I'm gonna need a lot of slack.
Okay, you have a lot of slack now.
Hey, first try. Yeah.
Less graceful than you.
Cool.
I know, every time I look at it, I'm like, what is this? Like, on this ledge. What I'm sure in. Nice job, Anna.
for it.
Nice, come on. You got it, you got it. Nice. This is really good. Got it.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice.
Look at how you made that one. Pitch 10 was kind of a traverse along that crack to get to the next belay station, another 150 feet or so.
I mean, I got an ant crawling on my big toe. Yeah. I'm just too comfortable. This is the best belay station of the entire Raptor.
That's something. That's how they make Gatorade.
Got a Gatorade cup. Gonna switch candles to Gatorade.
Frozen Gatorade.
We're talking about like what we want to eat right now.
During pitches 11, 12, 13, and 14, we kind of got lost and started making our own belay stations that were different than what the guidebook was saying. We thought we knew where we were, but we ended up being higher than we thought. Yeah, I can see that being 5'5". I mean, we definitely have been. Yeah, those are the trees. Pitch 15, we had to break out the second rope again, and kind of a slabby thing over to get to 3 bolts. So you kind of walk across this blank wall and then clip into these bolts. And if you're going to rappel, those are the bolts you use to rappel down. But we had decided to do the hike off, so we kept climbing through to pitch 16. Pitch 16 is a 170-foot traverse across this really blank section of wall. There's no holds or anything. After climbing 15 pitches of cracks and ledges and flakes, it was pretty scary. So Adam led it. There's one place you can put gear. So he put his gear in and then walked out. There's like 50 feet until you get to the next, till you get to the end of the route, which is the trail. And so if you fall out those 50 feet, you swing back, and you're also above everything you just climbed up. So you're 1,800 feet up above the ground, and you're just looking straight down the wall while you walk across this angled texture wall with nothing to hold on to and no real place to put your feet. Anna went next, and she had both ropes, and so we kept tension on both ropes. If she fell, she would just go straight down instead of swinging, and that helped her get across. And then I came last, and yeah, it was super, super scary. Just going from secure feet and secure hands to completely nothing. It's just that first step is really hard, and then it got easier and easier as you went across. Once I made it across, we checked the time, and it was just after 6, so we had been climbing for 12 hours at that point. And then our buddy Jason called, who we met in Moab, and he had done the climb a bunch of times, and he was like, hey, I know you're doing the hike down, which he recommended. He's like, you're gonna get lost, so call me if you need help navigating. And so we called him, or he called us right when we got there, and we were like, hey, we just finished out, we'll call you if we need help. We started the hike down, and about an hour into the hike, we had finished our last bottle of water. Thinking we had timed that perfectly because we had all the water for the climb, which was our goal. There's a bunch of different trails up there. Like, half of them all like dead end somewhere or lead you to a cliff where you can't do anything. So we spent a lot of time just finding what we thought was the trail and looking at our GPS to generally go the right direction. I don't have a lot of good video footage of this because I was like so tired, and it was really dark. Yeah, they're so pokey. It was really cool to see the sun rise in the morning and then the sun set, and then right when we finished the climb, the moon had come over the mountains, and as we're doing this hike down, we saw the moon go all the way across the sky. So you saw the sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moon setting, which is really, really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in a day in my life before. I was trying not to look at my phone clock on the hike down, but the first time I did look at it, it was 1 a.m. And we were making what we thought was really good progress. We down climbed this super sketchy goalie thing, and then got to a set of switchbacks, and we were thought we were on track. We never knew where the actual trail was. We were just like, okay, this looks like part of the trail. We can keep walking down this, and checking the GPS to make sure we're going the right way. And the next time I looked at my phone, it was 3 a.m. And we started rappelling down a second goalie, and kind of doing these hikes down these switchbacks that were just gravel and sand. And they were horrible, and like definitely no fall zones. Like if somebody fell or a rock gave out or something, like it was like 500 feet to the next thing, unprotected. We roped up a few times when it got really sketchy, but we were basically just trying to go down and towards Half Dome so we could get back to the trail, like the trail on the ground. At one point I sat down and took my pack off. Next thing I knew, Adam was walking by me and I was waking up, and I had accidentally fallen asleep like on this ledge on the side of the mountain. The whole time I was asking myself if we should bivvy or something, but without any water, it didn't make much sense to sleep and then wake up and be even more dehydrated. Around 5 a.m. we got back to the base of the climb, and then had another hour hike to get to the cars. So we got back to the Jeep around just after 6, so 24 hours after climbing, like 26 hours after waking up. We pretty much got back to the cars and then crawled into our beds in the cars and slept in the parking lot until the next morning, which was that morning, like 5 hours probably. So overall it was awesome. There's a lot of really cool climbing. It was really challenging, and it was a great adventure, I think. Like, we all pushed ourselves and learned a lot and had a lot of fun. I would definitely do it again.